welcome to Barre with Mary. It is day 5 of our 7-day Feel Good Challenge. I hope you're feeling really strong. We're on the back half of this week and we are going to hit it hard today. So today's class is going to be a little bit more traditional. The last couple classes have really been quite Mary spun bar work. So today, I'm still gonna have a little spin on it, but it's gonna look a lot more like a traditional bar class that you're used to seeing. For equipment, a set of light weights is all we're gonna use. So I have 2-pound weights. I always recommend staying around 2-3 pounds. I would not go higher than 5s, especially because we are gonna be doing some work where both weights are in one hand today. If you don't have weights, no worries. You can do a body weight, or you can grab yourself a couple of cans of beans or water bottles and that type of thing. Set your weights off to the side. And we are going to start with the legs really wide here. So keep the legs in parallel, but step them wide. And we're gonna bend into the right knee, coming into a lateral lunge. Hands are gonna come to the heart. I want you to pause here. Press the inner thighs away from each other. Reach the hips back like you're coming into a squat, and feel the crown of the head lengthen forward. So your torso is hinging forward here, so your shoulders stack over that front knee. Take a big breath in, and let it go. Switch up and over to the other side, bending the left knee. Pause there. Drive it to the left heel. Push the inner thighs away from each other, and really actively reach your hips back as you reach the crown of the head forward. So you're really long here. Now from here, we're gonna switch up and over to the right knee bend, up and over to the left knee bend. Faster, go, it's right and left. Skater lunges side to side. You can stay right here, or maybe add the arms. Arms reach forward, reach back, reach forward, reach back. So getting a little bit of movement here into the shoulders, getting a little bit of heat building into the lower body, a little stretch for the inner thighs, and starting to bring the heart rate up. So notice here with this hinge forward of your torso, how tempting it is to arch into the low back. Really keep the abdominal strong and find that neutral spine. 4 more times, go. 4, 3, 2, last one. Bend into the right knee, hold it, arms are reaching long, inhale. Exhale, reach the hips back, sink a little lower in this right knee bend. Soften the shoulders and really feel how the hips and the fingertips can reach away from one another. Big breath in here. On your exhale, quarter turn to the right. Plant your hands on the mat and find a low lunge position. Feel the back left hip spinning forward. Plant down through the left hand and inhale, twist, reaching the right arm up to the sky. Left hand is pressing into the mat. Right fingers are reaching up or rotating toward this front right thigh. Take a breath in here and let it go. Bring the right hand back down to the mat. Tap your back knee to the mat and untuck your back toes. Now tense your fingers and lift your heart so you find this nice stretch for the front of the left hip. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, I want you to push into the mat, extend your right leg straight, shift your hips back, and find a forward fold up and over the right leg. Inhale, come back to that low lunge. Fingertips crawl forward, right knee bends, heart lifts. Exhale, fingertips crawl back, right leg stretches, right foot flexes. 2 more times. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Last one, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Now inhale back to your low lunge. Plant your hands into the mat, tuck your back toes, and step back into a high plank. So hands are pressing down into the mat here. Fingers are spreading wide. Feel your thumbs squeeze in towards each other. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, I want you to hug your abdominals in and up, bringing your focus to your pelvis. We're gonna come into marches, and I want you to focus on not letting your pelvis rock from side to side, okay? So really hug the abdominals in and up. Take an inhale. As you exhale, march the left leg off the mat. Inhale, left leg lowers, switch. Exhale, right leg marches. Inhale, lower. Exhale, left leg up. Keep going like that, side to side, focusing on keeping your hips stable. So we're not letting the hips rock from side to side here. Feel how much work you have to do in your abdominals to keep the hips still. That's your number 1 focus here for this plank series, okay? 4 more. 3 more. The last 2. Last one. Hold the high plank. Inhale. Exhale, down dog, hips high. Push into the mat, and feel free to take any variations that feel good for you here. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. Quarter turn to face me, finding a wide leg forward fold. Take a moment, shake the head and shoulders out. Trying to release here. Then bend the knees, push into the heels, slowly roll yourself up. Once you reach the top, bend into the left knee. Hands come to the heart, coming into that lateral lunge. One more time. Go to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Now option is to stay right here. We're going to switch up the arms. You're going to reach opposite arm forward, switching every time. So a left arm, a right arm, left arm, a right arm. If that's too much coordination, ditch it, okay? You can go back to both arms forward and back. But here I want you to feel the opposition of the arms. So we're really elongating the spine, maybe getting a little bit lower in the hips, maybe a little bit wider in the legs. 4, 3, 2, bend into the left knee, hold it. Reach both arms forward, inhale. As you exhale, push your inner thighs away from each other. Reach your hips back, soften your shoulders and feel this length through the sides of the waist. One more time, big breath in. Exhale, quarter turn to the left, plant the hands, find a low lunge. Press down into the right palm, inhale, twist. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Feel your back or right hip spinning forward. And actively pull your left hip bone back. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand comes back to the mat. Tap your back knee down, untuck your back toes. Tap the fingers and lift the heart up, finding this low lunge, stretching through the front of the right hip. Inhale here. As you exhale, crawl the fingertips back, extend the left leg straight, flex the left toes, half split. Inhale, crawl forward, low lunge. Exhale, hip shift back, half split. 2 more times, just opening up the backs of the legs, opening up the front of the hip. Does not matter if your left leg gets all the way straight. This is your last time here coming into that half split. Crawl your fingertips forward, plant the hands, tap your back toes and lift your back knee. Step back, high plank. Spread the fingers wide. Now you can stay right here, or maybe you want to join me coming into a modified plank, dropping your knees and untucking your toes. Wherever you are, we're going to come into a 2-count push-up. Inhale, we lower down. Exhale, we press up. It's inhale down, and exhale, press. So I like to take push-ups in a modified plank position because of how much it increases my range of motion. If you have a really strong push-up and you would rather come from your toes, please do. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last one, full range. Now come down halfway, hold it. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Notice if you're dropping your chin to your chest, try to lift the back of the head toward the sky. Now pulse down 1 inch here. Go a little down, push into your thumbs and squeeze them in towards each other. Shoulder blades are drawn down the back. Spine is long, go 8 more. Go 6 more. Here for 4, 3, 2, lay all the way down on the belly. Slide the forearms forward, coming into Sphinx pose. Elbows are under the armpits. Hands press into the floor. Draw the shoulder blades down the back and lift the heart. Feel your pubic bone pushing down into the mat here so you activate the low belly. So here we don't want to be arching too much into the low back. It's really more extension for the mid and upper spine. The low spine stays nice and long. Big inhale. And exhale. Stay with me here, okay? Keeping your arms where they are. We're going to take an inhale. As we exhale, we're going to start to hug the abdominals off the mat and lift the hips up. Go past your forearm plank and bring your gaze towards your belly. Then slowly reverse that, rolling back down to the mat, pelvis, belly, heart lifts. Just like that, 4 counts up. 2, 3, 4, 4 counts down. 2, 3, it's a Sphinx roll up, exhale, lift. 2, 3, gaze at the belly, inhale, lower. 2, 3, 2 more, just like that, it's up. 2, 3, 4, and it's down. 2, 3, last one all the way through. Inhale, lower, 4, 3, 2, hold it there, tuck your toes, inhale. Exhale, lift up, forearm plank, hold it. So now the toes are tucked under, the spine is long, feel the thighs pressing up to the sky, feel the back of the head pressing up to the sky, and then feel your elbow tips and your toes pulling towards each other. Hold and breathe, 8, 7, wrap the belly in, hug the low ribs in and up to the sky. 4 more counts, it's 4, 3, 2, child's pose, big toes together, knees wide, reach your seat back towards your heels. Big breath in, and let it go. Walk yourself up to seated. Swing your legs around in front of you. Legs are going to be extended long. Heels are driving down into the mat. I want you to reach the arms forward and sit really tall here, so finding neutral in the spine. If you find that you're too tight in the hamstrings to do this, you can always bend your knees too, okay? So lengthen the crown of the head up. Press the sitting bones down and feel how you're in this neutral alignment. So your ears are over your shoulders, shoulders are over your ribs, ribs are over your hips. Notice that you're not rounding in the low spine. Yeah, we're really feeling that neutral position, lengthening all the way up to the crown of the head. Inhale here. Now as you exhale, I do want you to round to the low spine. So slowly, you're gonna feel the low spine round. So your pelvis tips up towards your hip bones. And you start to articulate down to the mat. 1 vertebrae at a time, letting your head be the very last thing that touches. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, reverse that 1 vertebrae at a time. We slowly articulate all the way back up to that neutral position. 1 more time, that slowly. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Nice and slow, feeling the articulation of each vertebrae. Slowly down to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, reverse it back up. Same thing, just like that. We're just gonna go a little bit faster. Roll down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, you lower. Big breath in, exhale, lift it up. 2, 3. Now I am definitely using my arms a little bit on the way up, and that's okay. It's really early in class. So if you need that little bit of extra oomph from the weight of your arms, don't hesitate to use it. Just make sure you're not gripping your neck, gripping your face. 2 more like that, it's down. 2, 3, 4, exhale, lift it up. 2, 3, sit tall, last one, it's back. 2, 3, roll all the way up. 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to come halfway and pause. So what you have here is your low spine is rounded, your mid spine and upper spine are not. So we stopped before we rounded into the mid spine. Drive your heels down into the mat, push your sacrum down into the mat, and then just 1 inch. Go back an inch, up an inch, little back, little up. So I like to call this a high J curve position. The low spine is rounded, just like the bottom of a J. And the mid and upper spine are long, just like the top of a J. Very creative, I know. So as you come back and up here, I want you to feel your ribs knitting together and your abdominals hugging back. So we're really strong in the core here. Your heart is reaching 1 inch towards your toes. 4 more, go for it. 3, 2, come back and hold it. Take an inhale. As you exhale, your arms open out to a V. Inhale, arms are gonna close back in, stay with me. Exhale, arms lift overhead. Inhale, they lower, just like that. Exhale, arms to a V. Inhale, arms together. Exhale, arms lift. Inhale, they lower. So, static hold for the core, right? We're just holding this position. If you find that this is really uncomfortable for your hip flexors, couple of options. Play with bending your knees and planting your feet. For me, that actually activates my hip flexors even more. So if that is the case for you too, you can always grab something like a Pilates ball or a pillow and you can put it behind your low back here. And that will take a lot of the strain out of the hip flexors. Remember that a little bit of strain in the hip flexors is totally fine because they're muscles. We want to work them. I just don't want it to be all hip flexor for you. This time I want you to open your arms to the V and hold them there. Flip your palms up to the sky. Take an inhale. As you exhale, reach the right arm and then reach the left arm. So it's a little twist to the right, little twist to the left. Right arm reaches to right pinky toe, left arm to left pinky toe. So we have this little twisting motion, reaching our bottom rib toward our hip bone. So we get this activation into the obliques, the sides of the waist. Your obliques are what allow you to twist, what allow you to get this rotation through the trunk, right? Try to keep your face soft and your shoulder blades drawing down your back. 4 more times right here. Go 4, 3, 2. The last one, hold at center. Inhale. Exhale, flip your palms down to face the floor. Bring your hands all the way down to the mat, tenting the fingertips. Now from here, pull your heart forward, scoop your pubic bone up, and imagine trying to drag the mat back towards you. Little curls up with your heart. Go, little curl, little curl, little curl. Ribs are hugging in and back. Heart is curling towards your toes. If this is too much, release the arms, reach them forward instead. Or you can always grab on behind your thighs too, okay? If it's okay for you to claw the mat, I want you to really push down with the finger pads and feel your heart curling forward. This is it. You have 16 and a hold. Go 16, 15. Not the longest core series, but pretty killer, right? Breathe. 8 more here. Go 8. And go 6. Go 4, 3, 2. Here's your hold. Push down with all 10 finger pads. Pull the mat back towards you. Hug the belly. Push the sacrum down. Hold and breathe for 4, 3, 2. Roll all the way back onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Amazing work. Rock from side to side here, just releasing through the low spine. Big inhale and a big exhale. Extend your legs long and roll over your favorite shoulder to come all the way onto your belly. We're gonna come into some seat work. Let me just move my weights out of the way. Okay. Laying on the belly, you have 2 options. You can either stack the palms and rest your forehead down on them, or you can take your arms out to a goalpost position and stay slightly elevated in the chest, the head, and the neck. Now, this is the option I'm gonna take, mostly so that you can hear me, but if you have a really tight low back, I want you to stack your palms and rest your forehead, okay? Take your legs wide to the outer edges of the mat. Externally rotate, so turn your legs out. So heels are rotating down, inner thighs are rotating down, and your pinky toes are lifting up to the sky here. Now feel your pubic bone push down into the mat here. So you get really long through the low back. Hug the abdominals up and in, draw the shoulder blades down the back, and then squeeze your quadriceps, squeeze your thighs. Now just the left leg is gonna lift to a long low hover, and lower down. Switch, right leg lift, long, low, hover, lower it down. As you lift, you exhale. As you lower, you inhale. We're switching from side to side. So this seat work series is going to work both legs simultaneously, okay? We have a pretty lengthy standing thigh work today. That's gonna be some single leg work. So we're gonna save ourselves a little bit of time, but also save a little bit of energy for that long series. Now this thigh work series is also going to be a ton of work. The seat work series, that's what we're doing, is also going to be a ton of work for the whole posterior chain, so the back side of the body. I want you to feel how the back of the head is lifting towards the sky, how the back of the neck is long, shoulder blades are drawing down the back, abdominals are active as you push your pubic bone down into the floor. And then bring your attention to the legs. I want you to really think about squeezing the quadriceps before you lift the leg. As much as this sounds counterintuitive, it's going to really help you activate into the glutes. 4 more, just like this. Left leg lift, left leg lower. Right leg lift, right leg lower. Last 2 here, it's left leg and lower. It's right leg and lower, both legs together. Exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. Yes, both legs go lift and lower. So you're probably going to notice that your range of motion is much smaller when both legs lift. That's totally fine. The number one thing I want you to focus on is that you're not collapsing in the low back. As you lift the legs, push your pubic bone down. Use your exhale to lift your abdominals off and away from the mat. So do your abdominals actually lift off the mat? Probably not, mine don't. But feel the energy of them lifting up towards the back body. And lower. 3 more times, both legs. Lift and lower. Double check, are you engaging in your thighs as much as you can? Last time, lift both legs. Lower them down. Now lift both legs that hover and hold them there. They might just be an inch off the ground. That's totally fine. Squeeze the thighs, extending the legs even straighter. Now start to squeeze the legs towards each other. Little squeeze, little squeeze. So heels are drawing in and in and in. My heels are not actually touching. They don't need to touch. I want you to feel your inner thighs, your adductors working to squeeze in and in and in. Now double check. As you fatigue in the lower body, are you starting to grip in the upper body? Keep the shoulders soft. Keep the spine long. Continue to push your pubic bone into the mat. Squeeze in and in. 8 more here. 8, 6, here for 4, 3, 2, hold that squeeze in, big breath. As you exhale, flex your feet, bend your knees, and bring your heels together to touch so you have this diamond shape in your legs. As you inhale, extend the legs straight, reaching them all the way back to the back corners of the mat. Flex the feet, bend the knees, curl the heels to touch. Point the feet, extend the legs, squeeze the glute. Nice and slow, flex and bend, point and stretch. Flex and bend, point and stretch. Now if the flexing and the pointing is too much, just forget it, okay? It's really no big deal. The challenge here is to try to keep your legs hovering off of the mat the entire time. They don't have to hover high, but I don't want you to rest your legs down when you extend them to straight, okay? Try to keep the feet off of the mat. 3 more, flex and bend. Point and reach. 2 more, flex and bend. Point and reach. Last one all the way through. Now this time, flex and bend, hold it. So you have this diamond shape in your legs. The knees are wider than the hips. The heels are squeezing in to touch. Now just squeeze your heels in, in, in. So you're squeezing your heels together. Your thighs are trying to press 1 inch higher off the mat. Feel your pubic bone pushing down into the floor. Relax your shoulders and feel how much your hamstrings, the backs of your thighs, have to activate here as you keep the knees bent. 8 more squeezes. 8, 6, and go 4, 3. Hold the squeeze of the heels. Just pulse the legs up to the sky. Little up, little up, little up. Feel the heels squeezing together. Feel the shoulder blades actively drawing down your back. Little lift, little lift, little lift. Pulsing the thighs up and up. Now notice if you're collapsing in the low back here, really actively pull the abdominals up and in, and know that this is it. You have 8 to a hold. Go 8, and go 6. It's 4, 3, 2. Here's your hold. Squeeze the heels together. Inhale. Exhale, push the thighs wider and lift them a little bit higher. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you reach your arms back by your sides, letting the crown of the head and the chest lengthen a few inches off the mat. Hold and breathe. Squeeze the heels together even more. Lift the thighs even higher. You're here for 4, 3, 2, release down. Take your hands under the shoulders. Press the hips up and back, coming towards a child's pose, but stop in this rounded spine shape. So more like a shell stretch here. Allowing this counter stretch into the spine, curling the crown of the head and the pubic bone towards each other, like you're doing cat pose. Big breath. And as you exhale, extend all the way out to a traditional child's pose. Letting your seat sink down to your heels, letting your forehead melt into the mat. Big breath in. it go. Shift forward, tucking your toes, lift your hips high, downward dog, pushing them out away, and taking any variations that feel good after all that hamstring and glute work. Big breath. Let it go. Walk your hands back to your feet. Grab your weights. Bend your knees, drive your heels into the mat, and slowly roll yourself up to stand. Grabbing both weights into your left hand, you're gonna face me, taking your feet wide. We're coming back into that lateral lunge, bending into the left knee. So to start, I want you to just take your weights. They're still in your left hand, but you're gonna keep them right at the center of your chest. Now find this lateral lunge position. Left knee bends, and you push more weight into your left heel. Push the inner thighs away from each other and really actively pull your left hip bone back. Now from here, right hand can just come to your hip. I want you to just round through the left arm, allowing it to reach out in front of you. From here, as we rise, we're gonna push into the left heel, squeeze the outer left glute. As we come back to the lateral lunge, I want you to fly your left arm out to the left. Inhale, rise, left arm lowers. Exhale, lower, left arm lifts. Now, if both weights in the left hand is too much, just ditch one of the weights, okay? That's totally fine. Inhale to rise, exhale to lower. So we're going to take a series here for the left leg and the left arm. We will reverse that series on the right, and then we will finish with a quick but killer double leg thigh work exercise using both weights, okay? And that's the roadmap for the rest of class. That's it. This class flew by, I feel like. I hope you feel that way too. 2 more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Last one. Now I want you to hold this one down and just pulse your arm, little up, little up, little up. Now as you pulse the arm, drop the hips, little down, little down, little down. Drive into your left heel, soften your left shoulder, and feel your left shoulder blade squeezing in toward midline. Now relax the toes of your left foot and really feel how your left hip can pull back even more as you drive down into your left heel. 8 more here, go 8, and go 6, here for 4, 3, 2, stay where you are, just lower your left arm down. Left arm stays long, it's a narrow row, squeeze it back, and reach it forward. Exhale, squeeze the elbow, inhale, reach. So pretty gentle row after that big work out to the side we just did. But what I want you to find is the movement in your shoulder blade. So your left shoulder blade squeezes in toward center and reaches out wide. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Isometric hold in the leg, so we're still in this lateral lunge. Left knee is bending deeply. Left hip is pulling back. 2 more. Narrow row. Or reach it out. Last one, go narrow row. And reach. Now take that narrow row and hold it. Draw the left shoulder down away from the ear and just pull the left elbow tip back and back and back. Little squeeze, you've got it. Squeeze and squeeze. We'll take the arms out of the equation soon. 8 more. 6 more. Go 4, 3, 2. Hold right there. Inhale. Exhale. Take the weights back to the center of the chest. Right hand can grab them as well. Now stay in this lateral lunge. Push into the left heel. Take a breath. As you exhale, you're going to push off your left foot. Step it in to meet the right. Find a squat. Now stay with me. Knee drive. Left leg lifts up to the chest. Left foot lowers. Come back to the squat. Start it all over from the top. Lateral lunge. Squat. Left knee lift. Left foot lower. Keep going. Left foot wide. Left foot to the squat. Left knee lift. Left foot lower. Pull the hips back. Pull the hips back. Knee to the chest. Lower it down. Little transition here. A little bit of mobility and balance work, right? Still working the left leg. You get a little breather as you come to that 2-legged squat. 2 more times all the way through. Lateral lunge. Squat. Knee lift. And squat. Last time here, lateral lunge. Squat. Knee lift. Squat, stay with me. Knee lift. Hold it. Both weights are in the left hand. Reach the left arm up to the sky. Take the left elbow, bend it, and bring the weights back behind the head. So left elbow is spinning forward here, left shoulder is soft. Left arm, left leg, extend straight. Bend them in. You've got it. Reach it straight. Bend it in. Huge balance challenge. If it's too much, your right hand can come to a wall, to a chair, anything, okay? Softly bend in the right knee so you're not locking out. Feel the left tricep and the left quadricep working really hard here simultaneously. Stay slow because there's so much balance happening as well, okay? Relax your left shoulder. And again, 2 weights too much, just ditch one of the weights, that's totally fine. 2 more times, exhale. Inhale. Last one. Now keep the left elbow bent, but extend the left leg straight. Pulse the left leg up and up and up. Now pulse the arm, little up, little up. So left pinky finger lifts up 1 inch, little up, little up. So you feel the back of the left arm working, the left quadricep working. So really squeezing the left quadricep like we did in our seat work. Little up, little up, little up. 8 more here, go 8, go 6, go 4, 3, 2, hold it, inhale. As you exhale, don't move the left leg. Bring your left elbow down to your side, flipping your palm up to the ceiling. Now from here, extend the left arm straight. As you lower the left leg, pull the left elbow to the side. Everything reaches forward. Inhale, lower elbow squeezes. Exhale, lift and reach. So much happening on the left side of the body. You've got this. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Everything stays lifted. Take the tiniest bend in the elbow, the tiniest bend in the knee, and extend everything straight. Faster, go bend, reach, little reach, little reach. So it's left quadricep, left bicep, left shoulder, and a whole lot of balance. 16 more, go 16, 15. Notice if you're leaning back, try to shift your shoulders over your hips, hips over the center of the right foot. 8 more, go 8. We hold it in 6. We hold it. 4, 3, 2, everything stays straight. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the left quadricep, lift the left leg a little higher. Get the left arm a little straighter. Hold and breathe. 4, 3, 2, whoo, release it down. Amazing work. Other side. Both weights in the right hand. Feet wide. You've got this. Bend into the right knee. Take a weight to the center of the chest. Left hand can just rest on it. And take a moment here and pause. Press the inner thighs away from each other. Reach the hips back. Drive into the right heel. And feel how the right knee is stacked over the right second and third toe, yeah? In line with it, I should say. The right knee stacked over the right ankle. Hips continue to reach back. Now from here, take your left hand to your hip. Reach the weights a little farther away from you so you have this half circle shape in your right arm. We're going to rise up as we inhale, driving into the right heel. And as we lower, exhale, right arm sweeps wide. Inhale, rise, arm lowers. Exhale, hips go back, right arm sweeps wide. So as you lower, just like a squat, your torso hinges forward and your hips reach back. So your shoulders stack over that front right knee. That's why we set ourselves up in our warm-up, right? To prepare for this. Believe it or not, there is a method to my madness. 3 more times here. 2 more. Last one. Hold it down. Little pulses up with the right arm, up and up. Little pulses down with the hips, little down, little down, little down. Now drive into the right heel. Reach the hips back and feel softness through your right shoulder. 8 more pulses here, go 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, stay where you are. Bring the right arm out in front of you. Right up palm faces toward midline. From here, it's a narrow row. Reach the right arm long. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach. So it's not the fastest thigh work we've ever done, right? We're moving pretty slowly today because of how much balance and how many moving parts we have. Literally, how many moving parts we have. So if at any point you want to go faster, you totally can. But also know that moving slow is not necessarily easier. I don't think it's easier at all. Really try to focus here on these slow rows with how the right shoulder blade is moving. You squeeze it in and spread it wide. 3 more. 2 more times. Last time. Now row the right elbow back, hold it. Press into the right heel and pull the right elbow back. Little back, little back, little back, little back. You've got it. 8, 7, 6, 5. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold it there. Release the right arm forward. Bend the elbow and bring it into the chest. Left hand comes to rest on the weights as well. Now from here, we're gonna push off that right foot, stepping in to meet the left, and squat. Now right knee lifts up to the chest, knee drive. Squat again. And you're back to that lateral lunge. It's a squat. It's a knee drive. It's a squat. It's a lateral lunge. Keep going like that. So, finding balance as we lift the right knee up. So you're asking a little bit of work, a lot bit of work actually, out of your standing left glute. Squeeze the outer left glute and lengthen long the left side body. As you step into the lateral lunge, really actively pull your hips back so you can feel how much the right glute and the right quadricep have to work together. Last time here, squat, lateral lunge, squat, knee drive, hold it there. Sorry, I should have warned you. Give you a second to catch up with me. All right, once you're there, both weights are in the right hand. Left hand can come to the hip. Right arm up to the sky. Bend your right elbow, bringing the weights back behind your head. Point your right elbow forward. Right arm, right leg, extend straight. Bend in. Reach them out. Bend them in. Now balance. 100% a challenge here. If you need, take your left hand to a wall or to anything that's convenient for you, okay? We're actually going to be using some wall for our last set of thigh work. So if you want to move over there now and use it for balance, you won't have to move again. Save yourself a trip, right? As you extend the arm and the leg, you're squeezing the quadricep, you're squeezing the tricep. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2, we got this. Last 1. Now keep the right elbow bent, extend the right leg straight. From here, it's a little pulse up with the right leg, up and up. Now a little pulse up with that arm, little up, right pinky lifts and lift. Soften through the left knee, so we're not locked out there. Squeeze the right quadricep, getting the right leg even longer. Little up, little up, little up. We have 8 more here. Go 8, go 6. Here for 4, 3, 2. Right leg stays. Lower the right arm to your side. Pull the right palm up to the sky and extend the right arm out toward me. Right leg lower. Squeeze the right elbow into the side. Exhale. Everything reaches forward. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. And exhale up. You've got it. Relax the toes of your left foot. Relax your face. Relax your shoulders. We're almost there. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last one down. Hold the up. Tiny bend in the knee, tiny bend in the elbow. Extend everything straight. Go, bend, reach, bend, reach. Little punch, little kick, little punch, little kick. It's reach and reach. Things change so soon. 16 and you'll hold it. 12 more, go 12. Relax the shoulders, stand really tall. 8 more, it's 8 will hold. 6 will hold. Go 4, 3, 2. Here's your hold, right arm, right leg, as straight as you can get them. Lift the leg a little higher. Relax the right shoulder. Hold 4, 3, 2. Release everything down. Find yourself a spot of wall. So a little clear space of wall. We're gonna come into a wall sit. Take one weight into either hand. Walk yourself back against the wall. And then walk your feet forward, coming all the way down to a 90-degree bend. Now, I want you to find a turned out position in your legs. So heels come together, toes come apart, knees are gonna open into a diamond shape. Same shape we had when we were doing our seat work and we were bending our knees in, okay? Let's do this external rotation. One weight in either hand. Draw the arms up to frame the face, so elbows are in line with the armpits. Wrist stack over the elbows. From here, I want you to lift both heels to a low hover and lower them down. Both heels lift, low hover, lower down. As you lift the heels, squeeze them together and lower down. Just hold the arms still and steady. This is not a long set of thigh work, but it is a killer set of thigh work. So what I want you to notice here is if you're rounding your spine off of the wall. So we want to have the back of our head, the back of our shoulders, the back of our rib cage, and the back of our pelvis all pressing against the wall. Oftentimes in this position, we like to round through the low spine because we're squeezing the glutes. Try to keep the glutes relaxed. Let this be thigh work. The glutes already had their turn. 2 more times. Lift the heels, lower them down. Now this time I want you to hold the hover of the heels, squeezing them together, pulse your arms up and up and up. You have one final variation after this, and that's it, that's class, and we stretch, okay? See if you can find that little bit of inner strength to finish class strong. You have 8 more pulses right here, go. 8, 6, 4, 3, hold your arms still, press your thighs out and out. Little pulse like butterfly wings. Heels are squeezing together, thighs, butterfly, open and open and open. Maybe sink your hips down a little lower. 16 and a hold, 16. Squeeze the heels even deeper. 12. Head back, shoulders back. 8, 6. Final hold in 4, 3, 2. Here's your hold, squeeze your heels. Hips sink even lower. Shoulders soft. Arms lift 1 inch higher. Hold right here. 4. You stretch in 3. You stretch in 2. Woo, lower your heels. Press yourself up to stand. Set your weights out of the way. Amazing work. Quadricep stretch. Take a hand to a wall if you need it for some balance. Bend the knee. Either one doesn't matter. I'm doing my right foot. Catch your right foot in your right hand. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Draw your pubic bone up towards your belly button. Just like we did when you're in that spinal extension seat work, when you're really pushing your pubic bone into the floor, Same idea. I want you to feel like you're pushing your pubic bone into the floor. You'll feel a little bigger stretch in your quadricep. Little insider tip there. Big breath. And let it go. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Release the foot, switching sides. Left foot with the left hand. Inner thighs squeeze together. Slide the left knee back, and then press your pubic bone forward. Big long inhales and exhales. One more time, breathe in and out. Release your foot, come back to your mat. Oops, take your feet wide. My sweaty feet got caught on my mat. Take your feet wide. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Melting up and over both legs. Take a moment, maybe sway the upper body, releasing the head and the neck. I like to sway my hips from side to side here. If this stretch feels good for you, stay here. If you want to take a little twist, we'll take the right hand to the center of the mat, right under our face. And as you inhale, I want you to reach your left arm up to the sky, twisting open towards the left. Maybe you press your left hip towards the left a little so you get a little IT band release here. Big inhale. And exhale. Switching sides, left hand down. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. I like to press my right hip towards the right so I feel a little more release into my right IT band. Big breath in and out. Fold over the legs one more time. Maybe you want to ragdoll the arms, grabbing opposite elbow and sway a little. Shift the weight forward into the balls of the feet. Big breath in and out. Release your hands to the mat. Lower yourself down, maybe toe heel walk the feet in. As you lower yourself all the way down to the mat, finding any comfortable position for you. Inhale to reach the arms high. Exhale to let it go. And that was your class. Amazing, you made it through day 5. That was a really fun class. Please tell me what you're thinking about all these classes. I love feedback. I love to hear from you. And I'll be back tomorrow with day 6 of our 7-day challenge. I hope to see you back here on the mat then. Have a fantastic rest of your day.